Yo, what's good? What's good, y'all? We back again. We back again, man. Part two of this crazy story, y'all. Y'all about to get what's going about to happen now. Now, y'all, what I really want y'all to do, man, after y'all hear this part two, man, I want y'all to put in y'all comments how y'all think that was, man. Do y'all think it was grimy? Or was I looking in it too far, man? At the end of the day, like I said, I'm going with grimy. I want to know who think it was grimy after y'all hear this. Please let me know, man. But thank you everybody for watching the last video. I appreciate that, man. Keep me going. Keep turning me up. Keep like, sharing, and subscribing. Keep it moving, y'all. Send me to y'all peoples, and let's keep this content rolling, y'all. I got y'all. I got plenty on, man. You know what I mean? I got stories about me and stories about Herb. I got stories, y'all. I'm going to keep it rolling, man. But y'all got to rock with me, man. Keep turning me up. Turn me up. All the way up. All the way up. All the way up. Turn me up, man. Need y'all to, man, because we going up, man. But let's get to it, man. Let's get to it, man. Part two of this story, man. So now, y'all, look. Now we got a cell phone, man. It's man. I'm telling y'all, like, this is my bed. I ain't even gonna lie. My bed was all right around this time. Shit was great. You know what I mean? I got a cell phone. Now, with the cell phone, I'm able to talk to my mama when I want to. I'm able to talk to my brothers when I want to. I'm able to get in contact with old friends. I'm living the life. I'm talking about now I got the white girl really on Smash. It's on Smash, but I'm actually talking to somebody else at this time. She wasn't even my main, but I'm talking to somebody else at this time that somebody else hooked me up with. My old roommate that I was telling y'all that was from Lake Edwards, he actually hooked me up with somebody, and I'm talking to her. But I got the white girl because the white girl handled the business. The white girl grabbed the stuff, take it to wherever it needed to be taken to, bring the peoples up. Like, it was just like, she just was taking care of business. So I was making sure that was my boo. I was making sure she, you know what I mean? She got there, always get some time at night, especially the late night, when I rock her to sleep, late night, talk to her always. You know what I mean? Me and AJ used to rotate. Got there, you stay up all night. One night, I stay up all night one night. And that's how we was rolling, man. Like, and this is around the time, like, when we didn't have, I'm being honest with y'all, we didn't have, this was like, this is a minute ago. So like, it wasn't no spots. It wasn't no spots for this jump. All we used to do, we used to have that jump, and they never mess with us. The only time they want to mess with us if they hear about it, or if goddamn someone tell it. You know what I mean? If someone, they gonna hear about it if someone tell it anyway. So basically, if someone tell it, that's when they probably rush you. You know what I mean? But nobody knew about this. Nobody that outside of our building, none of our homies in other pods. It was nobody in no other pods. I told y'all we was in 3 buildings, so it was only one pod in there, which was us. So that gave us a lot of space that the police didn't mess with us with hustling or the phone. So now they got a phone and we got a phone. You know what I mean? All me and AJ used to do was be up all night. I'm talking about me and bro. That's why I said, like, our bond grew so tight in there, because we was chilling, man. We was like on some real, like, living good on some penitentiary shit. Like, we had a cell phone. We had food every goddamn where. We had cigarettes and blacks everywhere. Every commissary niggas is owing us fucking 5 crates of blacks, 6 boxes of cigarettes. Like, we was just dumb scrapped in there. Like, we was dumb scrap. Hot rod in there was dumb scrap. They running the store box. Food was not even an option. We never had to eat a steak tray if we wanted to around this time. You know what I mean? All me and AJ used to do is stay up, play dominoes, use that jack, chill, eat good every night. We used to eat fucking tacos every night. We stopped eating a lot of shit. We was frying the sausages, put it with the cooked noodles and the refried bean rice, and with the onions and green peppers. We was eating goddamn tacos every night. We eat rich as a bitch every night. You know what I mean? We were chilling. You know what I mean? We had 3 TVs in the cell. I had my color TV tied under my bed, which was like kind of like in my face. You know, back then this was they didn't have 13 inches yet. You know what I mean? I didn't see a 13-inch kind of until like I was about to go to Lawrenceville. And when I got to Lawrenceville, everybody had them. But then I had a 5-inch color TV. I used to have it tied with the holes under his bed. You know what I mean? I had it sitting like in my face, and when I lay down, it used to be like right here. So my TV was like that. He had a colored TV same way, but he had his like on the wall, kind of like hanging. He built this junk that had it. He can just sit his TV up there from his top bunk and look at it. Then we had another TV, which was a black and white TV that played the music that we used to keep down in the cut by the toilet. So we had the music, we had the TVs, like our shit was lit up in there. Niggas used to love coming in our shit and smoke because our shit was the spot. Our shit was the spot, man. You know what I mean? So me and bro living great, man. Everything going smooth. We continue getting the package from with Jay-Z and Lil Rick. They doing good. You know what I mean? Now we at the point we looking out for dudes in other buildings. Like we like, yo, once we got that jack, we was like, look, when we get the pack now, we sending that shit to such and such. We sending that shit to my man and let him pump the jump because it ain't no need to bring the pressure like, cause we ain't had, it won't nobody. Like I say, we knew everything because we worked. We knew the lieutenants, we knew the sergeants, we knew the unit managers. They all fuck with us. So it was like we wasn't considered no hot dudes. We were just considered real niggas in the pod. We weren't fighting niggas and doing all that, poking our chests out. Now, don't get me wrong, Hot Rod was a maniac. You know what I mean? We had a maniac on our team. You know what I mean? But we weren't doing that shit. We were just trying to get money and live good. We using that jack, y'all. That jack, I ain't gonna lie, like that shit was good times, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like AJ had fucking like he had like three girls. He on rotation. He used to talk to his mamas. He used to talk to his sisters. He used to talk to everybody. Like we on the street. He getting in contact with all his homeboys. Like we finding all the good weed now. You know what I mean? I remember a time because of that cell phone, he was able to run one of his homeboys down. So his birthday came up, and for his birthday, his man sent him a quarter of perp. Now, this is, like I told y'all, this is 2006. I'm going to say it's 2006. Around this time, I never tried Loud Pack. It won't no Loud Pack. I never tried none of that shit. I never tried perp because I got locked up in 2000, so I was never able to try it. So when he got that shit in, when that shit came in, man, I swear to God, we had the whole pod smelling like Fruity Pebbles. That shit was just, man, I tasted that shit, man, for the first time. That shit tasted so good. I'll never forget the taste of my first taste of perp. That was a great taste, man. We had the official too. He ain't sent him a lot, but it was a quarter worth, and we won't sell it. None of that shit. We won't sell it. None of it. If you knew us and you catch us outside, because at this time we still go outside wrecking. We can still be beside dudes and fences. And you know, we had homeboys, so we go outside. Yeah, we'll hit them off, you know what I mean? Couple joints, you know what I mean? Smoke with them. We kept the smoke at all times. So like, that shit was just a great birthday for bro, man. Like we got so high, we ate good, we got on the jack. He was able to talk to his peoples. Like it was just a great thing. Like everything was going smooth. Like everything is going smooth. But as soon as everything started going smooth, y'all already know like shit can get crazy quick. You know what I mean? Shit get crazy real quick, man. So like this is what happened. As everything is going smooth, the first thing that went wrong, I told you it was 6 of us. It was me and AJ at Selly's. It was Hot Rod and Lil Rick at Selly's. And then it was Jay-Z and Lil Rick at Selly's. And we had 2 Lil Ricks on the team. I know y'all was like, damn, who mixing it up? No, but it was a Lil Rick from Newport News, and it was our Lil Rick from Norfolk. So, boom. The first thing to go wrong, man, was this. Goddamn motherfucking Jay-Z and Lil Rick, this is what they did. Now, Jay-Z was in school trying to get his GED. You know what I mean? So they came, prison always changing. They like, as soon as you get comfortable, it's always gonna be something that changed. Like they always do that. Like, so the best bet in the future, fellas, you know what I mean? Don't get comfortable when you go in there because it's never gonna last. That's just how prison is. They don't want you to be comfortable. They want you to be fucked up. They want you to be uncomfortable. That's the whole thing. You gotta make it. You gotta force the comfortability. So we got comfortable. They got comfortable. All of us was comfortable. So this is what they did. They said if you were in school on the whole compound, if you were in school, they was turning 2 buildings into a school building. So anybody that's in school outside that's not in 2 building, you would have to go to 2 building now. Jay-Z was in school. I told y'all they got a jack. We had a jack. They had a jack. You know what I mean? Through this whole time, you know what I mean? Hot Rod them ain't got no jack. They used to use our jack. We ain't care. But we started feeling like how Jay-Z and them was feeling. Like we trying to, like, yo, bro, get a jack. What the hell is y'all? Y'all get your own phone. What the fuck? I feel like, dude, like y'all need to get your own phone. Like, you know what I mean? I see why bro and them goddamn passed that down on us. Like, gave us that jewel. Like, get your own shit. So that's what we used to preach on them. But they are homeboys. They still definitely able to use it. You know what I mean? Especially for the business. You know what I mean? They definitely can use it. But they end up making 2 buildings a school building. So when they did that, Jay-Z, of course, had to leave, man, which was fucked up, man. You know what I mean? But he had to. You can't say you're not leaving. You can't say, I'm going to quit school. No, they ain't trying to hear none of that shit. Once you're on that move sheet, you getting moved. So Jay-Z got moved. That was the first thing. So now they went from nobody knowing about this to now they have to trust somebody because they have to alternate the phone. You know what I mean? Jay-Z might want it this time. And you know, it was cool because we had one in there. So if Lil Rick, which was still in there with us, if he had to use the phone, he definitely can use the phone. He can use our phone. So, you know, boom, it was cool. Because they actually helped us get this phone. So I wasn't tripping one way or the other. AJ wasn't tripping one way or the other. But they moved Jay-Z to 2 building. But for real, like, they just did some old bullshit type of move, man. What they was trying to do is this. So it's 2006 now, y'all. It's probably like 2006. So now the gangs has came up there. There's gangs everywhere now in Sussex. They deep. The Bloods is deep. And that's just what it is. The Bloods was deep. So what they did, when they did that move, it was kind of like a move to get rid of a lot of the gang members in 2 buildings. So what they did was everybody that was in school in our pod, they moved them to the school building. And then they brought in like 8 Bloods. That's where they brought like 8 Bloods in there, man. They brought like 8 Bloods in there, man. And one of the dudes they brought in, I'm going to get to a story with him later when I get to Lawrenceville. He was actually my first roommate on Lawrenceville when I got to Lawrenceville. You know what I mean? So him and like, he was the leader. He was the leader. He was from New York. Goddamn, he was a short, stocky dude, had some size to him. You could tell, like, if I was in my 20s then, he was probably in his 30s, early 30s. You know what I mean? You could tell he was bitten. You know what I mean? Before us, but he was a dude from New York, slightly older. And he was an official dude. I ain't even gonna lie. Like, he used to be in the pod and he used to witness us getting to that money. And I used to see in his eyes, that's what he really wanted. So he the type of dude, like, even though he couldn't get to that, you know what I mean? He would come to me. Me and him end up getting a little cool. He'll come to me and be like, yo, bro, look, I ain't really got no, you know what I mean? I can't send no big money to goddamn do this and do that. You know what I mean? But what I can do is send my homies to the store for you, the commissary, and they'll, whatever you want, just you know what I mean, hit us off with some weed and just give me a list for whatever you want. So that's what I used to do. I used to hit them off and just tell them, yo, just give me some blacks, give me some Newports. You know what I mean? Just a little list. And that's how me and him used to do business. So we gained a rapport like that. So I was cool with the Bloods. You know what I mean? I was always cool with the Bloods. Fuck with me anyway. Like, dudes done try to bring me home a million times, try to turn me blood, but I can't do it. It wasn't for me. But yeah, me and him was cool, man. So they swapped out the school for the Bloods. Now the Bloods is in 3 building with us. There was a couple of Bloods in there already, but now they just brought in like 8 of them. You know what I mean? So now they're like, it was a blood move. So it was crazy. So now Jay-Z and Lil Rick got to alternate the phone. You know what I mean? So they had to trust somebody to do that. This is what they was doing. Now, church is every Sunday. So whoever get it for a week, they have to send it back through church. Then he'll have it for a week. It was the main dude in our part who was the head houseman, who was, and this dude, this was an older dude. I'm trying to think of his name, man, but I ain't really, like, as long as I was in that pod, like, me and him never really, like, I mean, we was all right, but, like, I didn't really talk to him. But he was, like, the dude that they, like, if we on lockdown, he coming out to pass the trays. Like, he the first one. He was the head houseman. And he was an older dude. He was in a cell with this white dude. I think he was, you know what I mean? I don't know what they was doing in there, but I don't know. I think he was a little shaky, but, you know what I mean? Me and him ain't really kick it, but their mistake was that he was the only one for real that went to the church that they can trust to make the swap. You know what I mean? For they can get it week for week. So it was going smooth for a couple weeks, like for a month or so. It was going smooth. So, boom. Next thing you know, when Lil Rick got it, you know what I mean? We in the cell, we chilling. Goddamn. Something to say, get up. You know how you sleep and you hear something? Like, I just hear something in my sleep. I'm like, and I told y'all, like, let me rewind the tape before I get to this. Like, at this time, nobody, like I told y'all, we didn't have nowhere to hide this jack. So we going on like a year almost with the jack. You know what I mean? They had their joint almost a year and change with the jack. You know what I mean? We never had the police run down on us. As much weed we smoked, as much as we was doing, they never fucked with us in that pod. That's why I kind of started liking that pod. But they actually do institutional shakedowns like every quarter. They do every quarter. Every quarter of the year, they'll do an institutional shakedown, which means they shake the whole compound down, which means everybody's going to be locked down. They coming with fucking, you know what I mean? The institutional shakedown, what they do is, and this is crazy, y'all, this is how we used to beat them. Now, around this time on Sussex, they used to always have dudes that know how to sew real good. You know what I mean? Dudes used to sew their ass off. So they had, niggas started getting like, there used to be so much drugs on there, man. Like, dudes used to get they sweatpants and get dude that sew a pocket, like, where you, like, just say if you put your hand in your sweatpants right here, it'll be right there by your crotch. And there'll be a pocket in there. So, like, if you get pat down, they wouldn't feel the pocket. You know what I mean? So, that used to be like the phone. Dudes used to get, like, little junks just for the phone. Boom. So, we got the dude to make us that for the boxer shorts. You know what I mean? For the boxer shorts. So I ain't gonna lie, like it was some maniac shit. You know what I mean? I know as y'all hearing it because you know, through the years, dudes got better with hiding phones, but this is the beginning. So what we used to do was, this is how we used to beat them. This is how we kept our phone. You know what I mean? And I'm only saying this because that shit been got tore off. The police know about that now. Now they come with X-ray machines and all that dumb shit. This is before all that. So when they come for lockdown, boom, you'll hear them coming when it's time for your pod. You'll hear like it'd be like the whole compound of police, the whole damn compound to come in, and they'll start from the bottom tier. They'll start both tier, top tier and bottom tier. But what they'll do is they'll have 2 chairs in front of your door, and then they'll strip search you, and then you put your boxes and your t-shirt back and your socks back on. Then they handcuff you behind your back, and you got to sit in the chair. And while they shake your cell down. As soon as they finish shaking your cell down, they take you, put you back in the cell, call you the trace lock, take the key off, take the cuffs off you, and it's over with. Now they go finish the pod. You know what I mean? Once they finish the pod, your pod is done. When they finish the compound, we come off lockdown. You know what I mean? So how we used to beat them, goddamn, they used to come to the cell. So when they come to our cell ready, they used to be like, one at a time on a script search. The other one, your room, both of y'all got to get off the bed, but whoever ain't getting script search, just face the wall, like face out towards the window, like, you know what I mean? While your roommate, you don't want to see your roommate naked. So let them script search, you know what I mean? Then you alternate. So what we used to do was, and I tried it first, it was my idea. I got the dude to sew the pocket on the boxer shorts. So goddamn, I started just like with the jack anyway, if I can take it to child, like, you know what I mean? Like I used to take that shit with me to a lot of places. I'll have on 2 boxes. The boxes, the first boxes will be the boxes, the first boxer, but the second boxer would have a pocket. You know what I mean? Dudes used to, this back with dudes sometimes, you know what I mean? I'm from the jail, dudes used to wear 2 boxes. The second boxer would be like shorts. So I used to have a second boxer with the pocket in it, and that's where the phone used to be at when I used to take it out the pod or whatever. So when they used to come in and shake us down, you know what I mean? Just say I go first. We used to take turns, each shake down. I'm gonna be like, it's your turn to do it. Like we both taking a risk. It was both our phone. We both gonna take the risk. So I'll come to the door. You know what I mean? They'll say, hand me your shirt. Boom, you hand me your shirt. Hang your boxes. No, matter of fact, you take your shirt off, you take your boxes off, you take your socks off, and then you turn around. You hand it to them. Then you turn around, you squat and cough. After you do that, you be like, all right. They watching you from the door. My door's still closed, but they on the outside watching. The trace light is open. After you squat and cough, they hand you your clothes back. They hand you your clothes back. All right, put your clothes on because my roommate next. So when they used to hand me my clothes, I used to drop it, boom, right down the door. Now, right by the door, they couldn't see under them. I used to have another pair of boxes right there, and that used to be the phone was at. And goddamn, while I'm putting my shit on, I used to put my shit on like, I used to turn my back to them, put my shit on. They ain't even notice I'm putting on the boxes. They got the jump. You know what I mean? I grab the other box, I have my laundry bag already right there. I throw them shits over by the laundry bag. You know what I mean? Beat them every time, y'all. Beat them every time. That shit was sweet. That shit was sweet. Switcheroo. That's what I used to call it, the switcheroo game. Goddamn. Hit them with the boxer game. They'd never know the whole time they tearing my cell up. I'm sitting in the chair, goddamn, phone in the box. As a matter of fact, you didn't get handcuffed from the back. They handcuffed you from the front. I'm sitting right there, phone in the crotch. Phone in the crotch of they dumb ass. So we beat them like that. I beat them, AJ beat them, I beat them again, and AJ beat them again. We beat them 4 times, I remember. So, boom. We getting away with the jab. Everything's smooth. But like I told y'all, Lil Rick and them, they had to change their movements. They started alternating the phone back and forth, and that's when shit got crazy. So when they alternated the phone back and forth, you know what I mean? Somebody told, that's the only time they come. So around this time, it's an investigator that just started working. He was a double agent because he was cool as a bitch when he was a CO. He became a investigator out of nowhere. His name is Investigator Hayes. There's a story on him coming. He started getting maniac. He was on some maniac shit. But like I say, we was ducked off. It never was pointed to us. You know what I mean? He never knew about us like that. So when he somebody told about their phone. And I'm thinking it's the old dude, man, because the old dude didn't know they had a phone the whole time in the pod. Because we'll still be on the wall phone. We used to just do that. I remember Hot Rod, goddamn, everybody, niggas might just be on the phone faking. AJ used to get on the phone and fake. Yeah. What you say, mama? Yeah, man, tell her I said hi, man. How she doing? Nigga ain't talking to nobody. He timing it on his watch. 15 minutes, he gonna hang up. You know what I mean? You had to move like that. You had to throw niggas off. Don't even have a nigga thinking you got a phone. You had to be nice with that shit. So Next thing you know, I'm asleep one night, man. And while I'm asleep, I heard a noise. When I woke up, the lights are on. So this is like 3 in the morning. What the fuck? The lights going on. So we got a jack. So I'm, oh shit. I used to just have a phone. Like if I go to sleep, if AJ ain't on it, that shit used to be like right on the side of my bed, like on the side, like on the side of where the wall is at, like just tucked in on the charger, charging. You know what I mean? So I see the lights on. I'm like, oh shit. So I go to the door. I'm like, so they under us. They like down the steps under us. That's what Jay-Z and Lil Rick cell used to be at. So Lil Rick is in there with another roommate now. So the lights are on. So I still don't know what cell they at. So, but I hear the police. I hear keys. I hear talking. And I'm like, what the fuck? So I wake AJ up. I'm like, yo, the police in here. He like, for real. And get up. Trying to see what's going on. Now we can see they had Jay-Z and Lil Rick cell. But Jay-Z is in the 2 building. You know what I mean? Man, long story short, man. Investigator Hayes and them, man, they went up in that bitch, man. Found that damn jack on my homeboy, man. I was mad as a bitch because dude, Lil Rick was my guy. Damn, man. I was like, that's crazy. But that was the first thing that went wrong. That happened. I was like, yo, this shit crazy, man. So we continue doing us. You know what I mean? We continue doing us, man. Like everything was still gravy. Like, you know what I mean? Around this time, we still didn't figure out like trying to get another play yet because we still living off all that other bread. We made decent bread. You know what I mean? Fucking with Jay-Z and Lil Rick. I ain't gonna lie. Like it was a good play. But now we trying to figure out like what's next. So now, like I told y'all, once one thing go wrong, that's when everything else start fucking up. So the next thing to go wrong was they just splitting us up gradually. Hot Rod and Lil Rick, they came out with a memo. Don't cover your window. Don't cover your light. Dudes be covering up their light with shirts. They'll tie, nigga get some string and tie it up to make a long string with knots in it and make sure it's tight and tied tight. And you can put that around your light, which is a big square light. You can put that around your light and it'll be tight. Then you can either wash clothes and have your laundry hanging from the bottom part, or you can put a shirt at the top part and cover 2 shirts and cover your light. And you can put a pair of pants. I told y'all they had them weird rectangle windows. You can put a pair of pants in the window and that'll block up your window. So majority of the time, dudes say it'll be dark. You know what I mean? That's how niggas used to have. So they made a rule like if they catch anybody doing that, the charge is such and such charge, and you can go to the hole for 10 days. You know what I mean? So our shit was smooth. Nobody fuck with us. So one night they come through. You know what I mean? Goddamn, I hear them coming through though, because you know I got the phone. So when we was down on the top tier, I can hear the back door close, boom, and I can look through the side of my door and I can see who's coming down. Like, cause they'll do rounds from the top sometime, and then they'll leave out from the bottom. They'll do rounds from the bottom, leave out, go to the hole and do a round on the bottom, then go on the top tier of the hole, then just come through the top tier through the back door from us, because I can hear the back door. So I hear the back door, I take the shit out the window, take the shit off the light. You know what I mean? The lady walked by. I never seen this lady before. She walked by. Next thing you know, Hot Rod them like 5 cells down from us. She get to their jump. I hear him knock on the door. Do. Take that out the window. You know what I mean? Hot Rod, I hear him arguing with her. She leave. Next morning, we chilling. Motherfucking the people's coming there to serve charges. They call Hot Rod and Lil Rick for a charge. You know what I mean? So when they call them for a charge, they not the only ones. It's like 8 niggas. They call like 8, 10 niggas. They all going there to get served their charge. They can't beat the charge. The shit was in the window. The lady wrote them up on some petty shit. And niggas weren't even getting rolled up in 3 buildings like that. So she wrote them up. Their punishment was the hole, man. I couldn't believe it, man. Them niggas went to the hole for that shit. They split us all the way up. So now it's just me and AJ. We the only one left. We the only one left, man. Now, the responsibility is fucked up that Hot Rod and Lil Rick went down, you know what I mean? But now we got the jack. Like, we used to kind of like enjoy, like, when we can just be like, yo, y'all hold the jack for like the night. Like, give us a night off type shit. Like, me and AJ just sit in there and kick it, play dominoes, smoke, chill. You know what I mean? Like, we miss that now because they gone, man. They done split the whole team up, man. So I'm like, damn, it was just us, just me and bro. Me and bro was good, though. We was chilling. So through this time now, like I told you, I was talking to somebody and I still had the white girl. The white girl was definitely like a major priority for me because I was trying to make sure that she's always there because she was definitely somebody that's definitely a soldier. I knew she was a soldier. I never asked her to bring any drugs in because I had the friend that actually brought the drugs in. So it wasn't to the point with her like that. I didn't have to ask her to do that, but me and her still kept a good rapport. She was like basically my girlfriend, basically. You know what I mean? Like, that's what it was. I used to talk to her every night. AJ used to talk to his joints every night. You know what I mean? That's just what it was. So Boom. This is how it happened for me and AJ. Now, you know, if they went down, we next. So this is what happened. Boom. Next thing you know, we in the pod chilling. So we wind the tape a little bit. AJ ended up through one of the times we got the sacks. He ended up getting these pills. They want the Nazium pills, like I was telling y'all about in the story where I said it was weed everywhere. Nah, they want those pills. There was some other pills that he had got his people to buy that's supposed to be the piss test. Now, y'all know I took the pills when he gave them to me, but y'all know I got trust issues with pills. That shit, when you super dirty, that shit don't be working. That shit do not work. So he get the pills, we got the pills, so we kind of weren't really worrying about piss testers, you know what I mean? Like through that whole time I was eating, they never pissed us, which was lucky, you know what I mean? Me having prior dirty ones, like we never got pissed. They never, 3 building was like off limits. I'm telling you, like they didn't fuck with us. So, boom, goddamn. Next thing you know, we in there for lunch, about to go to lunch. They ain't open the doors up, like count clearing shit. So me and AJ just chilling, we playing dominoes as usual, waiting for count to clear. Usually in the daytime, we ain't mess with the jack. I ain't gonna lie. That shit'll just be on one of us. So, like, yo, what the fuck? Yeah, man, we ain't come out yet. We like, yo, what's going on? What's going on? Yeah, now, lady like, yo, they say y'all on lockdown. We like, lockdown for what? They, you know, ain't no institutional lockdown. What we on lockdown for? Man, out of nowhere, we see that same investigator dude. Like I told y'all, there's a story about him coming up because he was a psycho, man. Like, we see him coming in with the lady used to work with him. Then we see all the COs coming in. So when we see them coming in, boom, they come upstairs. They just, yo, you come out. You come out. They go downstairs, you come out. So we thinking they ain't gonna mess with us. Me and AJ chilling. We like, oh shit, please, oh please, God, it's going down. It's about, this is it. It's a big one, Elizabeth. The phone is about to be gone. I'm gonna flush this bitch. I'm telling you, like, they open our door. I would flush it, but we started seeing it. One dude was like, what the fuck do you want? Why I gotta come out to say it? One dude argued with him. He was like, you want to take a urine sample? So we like, oh, this is a piss test joint. Like, what the fuck? Pop the pills. You know what I mean? Pop the pills. Goddamn. So we took the phone down there with us to get pissed. He come downstairs. This one he finally like I could tell he was on out. Like he caught a scent of our ass. Like, yeah, y'all white. AJ last name was Beekman. White and Beekman. Y'all come out. Y'all come out. Y'all come out. Y'all come out. It's like, Lord, man, fuck. Long story short, y'all. We go down there, take the piss test, man. I'm filthy. We smoke every day. Me and AJ was getting fucked up every day. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. We was smoking good bud every day. So I knew I was dirty. You know what I mean? So we thinking the pills gonna save us. Just like I thought like a couple years ago the pills was gonna save us. I got trust issues with them damn pills, man. Damn those pills. But we go down there, take a piss, you know what I mean, in the cup. Half of the niggas that's supposed to be in the pod, a lot of the blood niggas I was telling y'all about, like he did, it was just some crazy shit. And you know you go to the hole for a dirty on. So, damn. We like, man, we don't know how that shit gonna turn out, man. Like, for real, we just went in the room. We was kind of like frozen a little bit. Like, damn, man. Like, these motherfuckers, like, but that's what you get for getting comfortable in prison. I told y'all, like, no matter how good you're doing or what's going on, you can't get comfortable in there, y'all. Like, is whatever, every time you do, something happens. Like, that's just how it is, man. I done seen it happen to the best of them. Like, ask anybody. You know, so, like, we just kind of like, damn, we in shock that, like, this shit about to go down like this, man. Damn. So, long story short, next day, the intercom come on. Ooh, white, Beekman. Yeah, the property officer be here in 5 minutes to pack y'all up. Pack us up for what? They say y'all got, I forgot what the dirty urine charge was. I'm like, Lord, they done got rid of us, man. they finally got rid of our dumb ass, man. I'm like, fuck, man. So this where the fuckery come in at, y'all. This where the fuckery come in at. So now we got a phone. You know what I mean? We got a phone together. You know, so I'm like this. I'm like, yo, I don't know what the fuck we gonna do because we going to the hole, but we got a phone. So I'm like, shit, man, this shit crazy, man. Like, there's nobody we could have left it with. Nobody. It was only us 6 that was tight. It was nobody we can leave the phone with in there, man. Nobody we'll trust, nothing. So AJ was like, fuck it, I'll take it back. Well, I'm gonna take it back to the hole with me. Fuck it, I'm gonna take it back to the hole. I thought about it. I'm like, you know what? Yeah, that's a good idea. I was kind of happy because I really didn't want to take it. I would have, but I didn't want to. You know what I mean? So he was like, I'm gonna take it back to the hole with me. Now, when you in the hole, people can go to the hole and never get their cells shooken down. Now, if they hear about you have something, then they'll force the issue and then come up in that bitch. But for the most part, if you just somebody that's regular, they don't know nothing, you don't ever have to take a shower. You don't ever have to go to outside rec. You don't have to go to visit. You don't have to go to none of that shit. Because those are the only times that they shake your cell down when you're in the hole. When you leave out of your cell, they go in your cell and search real quick just to make sure. So dudes that have food and shit like that in their cell, they buck on the shower. They buck on all that shit. When you buck on the shower, you got to take a bird bath, y'all. I'm pretty sure y'all know what a damn bird bath is. I mean, when your ass wash off in the sink. So, you know what I mean? If you want to sacrifice to have something in there, you ain't gonna be able to wash your ass. And that's just the only punishment about that. But I was like, you know what? I was like, that's a good idea. Look, you take the jack. I was like, I'm gonna take my TV because I told y'all we had that shit on Smash for real. So I'm like, I'm gonna take my TV. I knew how to pack my stuff up and get away with my TV because my TV was a flat TV, a little bit bigger than a phone that you look at right now. That's how the TVs look. It was just wider, you know what I mean? But I was like, I'm gonna take my TV, and the reason why I'm want to take my TV because this is around the year when the Spurs actually beat LeBron James in the championship for the first time when LeBron first went to the finals, and I wanted to see that shit. For one, I'm a Spurs fan. For two, I was a LeBron fan, and that was a hell of a championship to see LeBron finally all the way get out the East. So I wanted to see that shit. Like this is around the time they packing us up. I'm mad as a bitch. So this is like almost June. This is like June when they doing this dumbass shit. You know what I mean? So I'm like, fuck, this shit dumb as a bitch. But I'm gonna take my damn TV. I want to watch this championship in whole. You know what I mean? Fuck that shit. You know what I mean? So I was like, you take the jack. I'm gonna take my TV. I was like, we just meet up and goddamn get back in the cell together. He was like, bet, that's what it is, bro. Like, you know what I mean? We whatever building, because they was doing whatever you wanted to do around that time. So we like, whatever building you go to, which was probably gonna be, everybody was going to 4 building anyway. You know what I mean? We knew 3D was done for us, you know what I mean? But everybody was going to 4 building. So we was like, we'll just meet back up in 4 building. So now we go to the hole. They put me in one pod, they put him in the opposite pod. So now, goddamn, this is what's going on. So now I don't got the phone. Now I'm actually like, I'll go outside and goddamn and talk to him sometime. Now, AJ is a beast. Like, he used to still beat him going outside and everything. Matter of fact, no, hell no. Matter of fact, let me wind and take. He never went outside. What I used to do is this. He couldn't go outside, matter of fact, because he had a jack. So what I used to do was I used to call him. When I used to be able to get the phone in there, I'll call him, do a 3-way, and we'll just be talking like he on the street, but the whole time it just be like little shit, like just, you know what I mean? We talking like he on the street, just to throw it off if they recording the shit. So I'm sending him kites to tell the white girl certain things, like, look, tell her this, tell her this, tell her this, tell her that, tell her this, tell her that, tell her this, tell her that. All right, bet. You know what I mean? He's sending me kites, everything good, bro. This is what it is. So now let me go back a little bit, y'all. I told y'all how many times bro used to go to the hole. Before me and him became roommates, he stayed in the hole. He went to the hole probably 10 times. You know what I mean? Like 10 times. He stayed in the fucking hole. So boom, it's time for me to get out now. So I end up getting lucky. Lil Rick and Hot Rod already got out. You know what I mean? Hot Rod went to 2 building. Goddamn, Lil Rick went to 4 building. So I could see where my window was at. I could see dudes on the boulevard. And when you got that type of, when you got the boulevard window in the hole, you can yell at niggas and, you know what I mean? Niggas can talk to you. You can, you know what I mean? So the lady was like, oh, look, White, you going to 41, you going to 4D 28. You know what I mean? So I used to talk to Lil Rick. I knew Lil Rick was in 4D. So I'm like, hey, bro, they say I'm coming to your pod, bro. He was like, for real, I ain't got no celly. What cell you coming in? I was like, 28. He was like, that's my cell, bitch. You coming in? I'm like, damn, right. I'll be over there, nigga. I'm coming. Fuck you talking about? I'm happy as a bitch. I'm about to get out. You know what I mean? So through this time now, when I get out, I'm hearing now I'm out. I'm in the cell with Lil Rick. So when I get out, you know, of course I want the fucking phone. You know what I mean? I don't want it immediately, but I want the phone. You know what I mean? Until you get out. Like, that's just how I go. And like I told you, it was easy to do because we knew everybody in 3 building. We can make the play for me to get it or whatever. So I get out. I'm in the cell with Lil Rick. You know what I mean? Me and Lil Rick chilling. Goddamn. AJ is still in the hole. My old roommate is still in the hole. So it was a black lady named Cradle that was the counselor in the hole. They said she was from Norfolk. Like, she was a light-skinned lady. A lot of dudes knew her. I don't know. That's what they used to say. But she was the counselor. So, like, you could talk to her on some personal shit. She was kind of cool, you know what I mean? So the word was that AJ was going to get transferred. So I'm like, they said they going to transfer him because he done been in the hole too many times. So I heard that rumor before, you know what I mean? But when I seen Cradle, I actually asked her. I was like, Cradle, what's up with my roommate Beekman, man? Y'all gonna let him out or what? She was like, I don't know. I think they trying to transfer him. And she just kept walking. I'm like, damn. So now, I'm like, shit, man, that's what I'm gonna do. I was like, man, for real, I wrote him a kite. I let him know what was going on. Boom. You know what I mean? Then I called him and I'm talking to him. I'm like, yo, you know what I mean? I ain't really want to say, that's why I wrote him the kite. I ain't want to call him, you know what I mean? I ain't want to mention nothing about nothing like that on the phone. So I wrote him the kite. Goddamn, when I called him, he tried to respond. He was like, bro, hell no, they lying, bro. I'm getting out, bro. Goddamn, I'm gonna be out of jail in a minute, you know what I mean? I'll be out in a second, bro. Like, they lying. Don't believe that shit. You know what I mean? The whole time, y'all, bro is spinning my brains out. For what? I don't fucking know. I didn't do nothing wrong to this dude. But that goes back to what I said. You can't trust nobody in prison. I'm telling you, man, that shit is nuts. So he's spinning me the whole time. He got me thinking he getting out. So through this process, y'all, I told y'all the routes come to me. Like, it's just always some shit that come to me, man. So Jay-Z actually went to the Jay-Z actually goddamn quit school or something. He either went to the hole, it was something like that. But they moved him to where me and Lil Rick was at. So when he get where me and Lil Rick was at, the same dude that was rocking with them in 3 building, he in 4 building now. So now bro trying to get another jack. So for real, I ain't even gonna lie. At that time, I didn't want another jack. I wanted my jack, but I didn't want another jack. So he was trying to get another jack, but his girl went and buy it because his homeboy Lil Rick just got tore off. So she was scared for him. Like, she like, no, I'm not, hell no. If you get it, I'm not gonna buy it. So he went through me. He was like, yo, can you ask the white girl to buy it for me and take it to my peoples and I'll give her the money, blah, blah, blah. Bet, you know what I mean? I make it happen for him, man. You know what I mean? Jay-Z got another jack. That man love jacks, man. He been having jacks forever. Look, he got another jack. So now he got another jack, y'all. So, boom. Of course, you know, I'm trying to get in the car. What's good? So, as soon as I got in there, it was probably, I went in there alone. Jay-Z ended up getting in there. So when Jay-Z in there, goddamn, we put a play together immediately. You know what I mean? He was like, look, you can get the weed. He was like, I'm gonna get something else. You just get the weed. I'm like, all right, boom. I get 2 ounces. I holler at my man give me 2 ounces. That good Labo, y'all. That Labo, that good one. So I get 2 ounces. Look out for Lil Rick. You know what I mean? Lil Rick didn't get nothing with this package. I looked out for him. Boom. Of course, me and bro fucked him up in 40 building. I murdered that shit. A lot of, got my cell dumb scrap, made decent money. You know what I mean? Shit going smooth again. So AJ had told me to send him some weed in the hole. So I hollered at the dude that we know to take him some weed. The dude said he ain't taking no drugs back there. He'll take food and tobacco. So I sent him food and tobacco. Now, I know for a fact he's hearing about that I have the sack. You know what I mean? It won't like I was trying to shit on him. And it's the only thing I can think of to make him do what he did. So I'm like, yo, look, I can't, I write him like, yo, look, dude ain't, you know what I mean? Dude ain't bringing no drugs in there, but here, take this. I sent him a bunch of candy bars, a bunch of soups, a bunch of chips, got there, a bunch of blacks, a bunch of Newports. I hit him off decent. I'm doing good. But the whole time, and this dude, man, I feel like he was just trying to find a reason anyway. Like, he was going to do what he was going to do anyway, but he just found a reason. You know what I mean? So this is what he did, man, to speed us up a little bit, man. Goddamn, the nigga never sent the phone out. You know what I mean? The nigga never sent the phone out. Now as time is going on, he's still not sending the phone out. So I guess he was mad that I didn't send him no weed. That's the only thing I could think of. So next thing you know, boom, we on lockdown, institutional lockdown. You know what I mean? Now I'm really mad. I'm like, fuck, man. Because now he can't get away with that shit for real on institutional lockdown. You know what I mean? So, motherfucking, they go on lockdown. When lockdown is over with, I see the dude that working the whole nigga was like, yo, they transfer AJ to Sussex 1. Across the street, y'all, to the level 5. I'm like, fuck, man, the phone gone, man. That shit crazy, man. What the fuck? So now I'm like, I'm mad, like, damn. So now I'm in the cell with Lil Rick. Lil Rick go to the hole for some bullshit. Next thing you know, I catch another fucking dirty on, y'all. Damn. I catch another dirty. I caught another dirty. You know what I mean? Now I went to the hole. But before, yeah, I apologize. Let me rewind the tape. Before I caught the dirty and went to the hole, now AJ didn't send the phone out. Now this is how I knew he was on some bullshit. That's what I skipped. I apologize for that. This one I knew he was on some bullshit. He didn't send the phone out. But one of his homeboys, I think his name was Tay or some shit. He used to talk to this dude at St. Bride's. The dude from St. Bride's used to call him from the wall phone on St. Bride's and talk to him on St. Bride's. You know what I mean? Now, That's how I knew who that dude was. Now, when we all left 3D, the dude got transferred from St. Bride's to Sussex, and they put him in 3D, but all us gone. So he's writing with AJ back there in the hole. So goddamn, when I get out, when lockdown over with, and after I found out that he's gone, a nigga sent me a message, was like, yo, the dude, Tay said come outside. You know what I mean? So I'm like, all right, so we got the yard across from us, so we come out and shit, bro. He tell the dude to hand me this kite. I get the kite. He was like, yo, read that shit. And this is his man. I read the kite. The kite said, man, look, this your phone, bro. You can have this shit, man. I don't know. I ain't fucking with Hot Rod and goddamn Weezy and them niggas, man. Them niggas in the fucking way. Them niggas whack, bro. Don't fuck with them niggas. Goddamn, get this phone, nigga, and go up, nigga. Da-da-da. A whole bunch of shit. And I'm like, but what the fuck is he doing? Why are you doing this, bro? Like, what the hell is this about? You know what I mean? Like, where the fuck did this come from? Like, I didn't do nothing to you, bro. You ain't do nothing but go up since you been fucking with me. You know what I mean? So I'm shocked. I'm like, damn. So I'm like, yo, bro, where the phone at? He was like, bro, as soon as he sent it, bro, you know, we went on that lockdown shit, bro. He was like, I ain't know what to do with that shit, bro. He was like, I flushed it. And I kind of believed him because he was just getting up there. He didn't know what to do with that shit. Like, who wanted to get caught with that shit? Like, you know what I mean? At the end of the day. So dude goddamn say he flushed it, which I believed him. It was all, fuck that phone, man. I'm like, damn, this shit crazy. So boom, I catch another dirty, man. I catch another dirty. So I go to the hole, you know what I mean? I call the white girl. I'm like, yo, damn, man, I caught another. She was like, another one? What's the matter with you? Like, she kind of like a little madder than she used to be. Like, I'm like, man, I don't know, man. This shit crazy, man. You know what I mean? I was like, this shit wild, man. I was like, but you know, I'm gonna need you though, man. Like, you know what I mean? You all I got right now, boom, boom, boom. It's like I kind of took it for granted, like, you know what I mean? Like super duper for granted, like, cause for one, like I told you, I was talking to other girls, but like now the cell phone gone, I really need the rider. So I'm like, damn, like, you know what I mean? I'm really trying to make sure everything's straight. But the last thing I'm thinking is some fuckery. So, goddamn, out of nowhere one day, man, goddamn, I get a kite, man. I get a kite from her. And she never wrote it. She wrote me sometimes when I was in the hole, but like not matter of fact, I got the kite in the hole, y'all. So the kite come through. It's her. I open the envelope. I read the kite. The kite say, look, I'm sorry to tell you this, but I can't do it no more. I'm with AJ now. I'm like, what? I'm reading the kite. What? The kite say, I'm with AJ now. I don't mean to do you like this, but he told me everything. He told me how you had other girls. He told me how you was using me. He told me how you didn't give a fuck about me. And he also told me that the only reason why you was messing with me was because you needed me to do things for you. He said that he was the one that's supposed to get hooked up with you. And you said you wanted the white girl because you wanted to drag the white girl. So a lot of that shit was true, but a lot of that shit wasn't. But I'm saying in my head, like, damn, he told her all this just to get her. And then now I start rewinding the tape. I'm like, oh, when he rocked her to sleep is when we both went to the hole. And he was able to, I'm sending him the number to do messages. And the whole time he's being a scumbag. You know what I mean? I gave that nigga the benefit of the doubt, man. I was mad. Oh my God, y'all was mad forever. I was saying if I ever get my hands on that nigga on sight, it's going down. I don't care where I see this nigga at. I got the ham. I got the ham. That shit was the wackest shit ever. Like, you, bro, to take the girl from me, bro, you gonna actually goddamn throw me under the bus now. If you just would have took her, bro, you could have her, bro. Like, if you would have came to me for real, y'all, I was like, yo, look, man, you know I ain't got the same situation as you, bro. You know I'm fucked up. Like, I need to shake. Let me get the white girl, bro. Like, you still can fuck with her too, but let me get her, bro. Let me handle that. All right, because for real, you could have, bro. I already know what time it is. You could have. You know what I mean? I wouldn't have been tripping. But the way he did it, man, was just like, wow. Like, he actually backdoored me like that. He told me everything, how you was using me, how you was doing this, and how you was doing that. I'm like, what the fuck? I couldn't fucking believe it. My word, I couldn't believe it. But it was the truth, man. So now, to make shit even worse, man, dudes come from Sussex 1 to Sussex 2 where we at. Couple of dudes from Norfolk. So when dudes see me, they like, oh, you Weezy. I'm like, yeah, they like, oh, shit, I heard about that shit. He was like, yeah, bro, like, bro got the white girl over there bringing the package. She bringing the pack for him over there. So I'm like, what? They like, yeah. I'm like, damn, this nigga just went hard like that and did that. I was like, that nigga's a screw. But I should have known, though, like, but I gave bro the benefit of the doubt. A lot of dudes used to always tell me, why you fucking with him? But for real, it was that money. It was the greed. So kind of like a lot of this was my fault because I gave bro the benefit of the doubt that he'll never bite me like that. But he bit me, man. That shit was whack as hell. Not only did he fuck me over with the cell phone, he did that whack shit. He did this shit with my girl. This was my joint I was talking to. Who cares if I gave a shit about her more than he knew? He still shouldn't have done that whack ass shit, man. That shit was whack as hell. But he done it, y'all. You know what I mean? He done it. And he done it, man. And I never seen this dude again through my whole bid. Like I wanted that nigga forever. I went to Greensville for my last year before I went to reentry. I went to reentry at Greensville. He was on S3. I ended up going to a reentry that was in S1. It was one part. They put me in there. He was in S3, so I never seen him. But I really wanted to go to S3 if I could see his monkey ass. But I got a year left. So I'm kind of like not really even worrying about this shit no more. Now this is years later. So I'm kind of like, fuck that shit. But I get out. Now, me and him kind of had the same amount of time. I did 16. He did like 15. So he got out. He did 16 too, probably. Like, so he got out a year after me. So this man luck was so bad, y'all. Why I bump into this man his first day home? There's word. His first day home, man. I see this motherfucker, man. Like, I see this nigga. And that shit was like seeing a ghost. But I was at the barbershop. And that's how bad his luck was. I'm in the chair getting my hair cut. And I see a dude, I just so happened to look where the chairs is at. I just see a dude just sitting down, like, he kind of like, he rubbing his chin like how bro used to and shit. He had deep thought. And he just looked like a nigga that just came home. And I lock in on him as I'm getting my cut. I'm like, and then, cause you know he got a bald head now. And I'm just like, I stand up from the haircut. I'm like, AJ. He looked, he like, oh shit. I'm like, he ain't know what I was gonna do. Now at the time, I got my older brother and his son with him. This is my brother's son, was real young at this time. So when I call his name, he like, he looking stuck in the face, man. Like, you know what I mean? So I was like, bro, what's up, bro? I was like, I'm gonna holler at you when we finish, bro. You know what I mean? When I get my cut, you know what I mean? So I get my cut, so I go outside, I'm telling my brother about it. So my brother like, whatever you want to do. I'm like, nah, for real. I was like, for real, I'm mad, bro, still about that shit. I was like, man, but that shit is years later. We on the street. Fuck that shit. I was like, I ain't gonna fuck with this nigga, you know what I mean? Anyway, you know what I mean? It ain't like he can have another chance at fucking with me again, you know what I mean? So he came out and shit, and I was like, hey, bro, look, man. I was like, yo, that shit happened in penitentiary, though. You know what I mean? I was like, I'm gonna let that shit go. I was like, man, but for real, bro, why you do that fuck boy shit, man? You know what I mean? Like, that shit was crazy. He ain't even had no explanation, man. He was like, man, for real, bro, like, I'm just happy to be home. Like, when he went to Sussex 1, I heard his bid got crazy hard. I heard, you know, he was getting the pack over there. I told y'all, like, if he ain't got no backup, he done. And he went over there with the real wolves, with all them gang members, where the real wolves was at. They said somebody robbed him, somebody stabbed him, went in his butt, took the drugs from out his butt. Like, I was hearing all type of shit. I heard he got stabbed, all type of shit. And that's how he ended up in Red Onion. You know what I mean? He went to the top of the top. So he had a hard bid after he did that. Karma was a motherfucker after he did that. I ain't even gonna lie. So I used to hear that, but he never made it to Lawrenceville. And that was the spot to be. Everybody was coming there. He never made it there. But if he would have made it there, I would have had to have him on site. Like, he can fight. I mean, he gonna fight. But we would have been fighting wherever I would have seen him at. That's how mad I was about that shit. But when I seen him there, I was like, man, fuck that shit. Like, fuck him, fuck that white girl. Like, I ain't gonna see this guy again. Shit so crazy. It's like I couldn't get away from this guy. I get a job. I'm just coming home. I've been home like a year and a half, 2 years almost. I get a job in Virginia Beach. He worked there at the job. I'm like, what the? How the hell do he work here at the job? So when I'm coming on, he's getting off. But I used to, like, you know, now, like, it was cordial, but it was still weird. I didn't fuck with him, you know what I mean? But when I seen him, we little small talk. But after a while, I just started seeing, like the way he look and shit, like his face used to look like I did something to him. So like for real, I had to really, like I wanted to do him dirty at the job, but I was like, can't risk all that. Like fuck, let that prison shit go. I let it go, y'all. Long story short, I let it go. But that's when I used to see him. But a little bit after that, like he was really staying out the way. Bro was staying out the way, man. Like he was out the way. He wasn't doing a whole lot of shit. He was chilling. You know what I mean? And I think he was with his brother. His brother drove tractor trailers, and I heard that's what he started doing, driving tractor trailers. You know what I mean? So like I thought bro was getting his life on track. Like, you know what I mean? A little bit of social media. I used to see him look like bro had his shit together. You know what I mean? He definitely wasn't in the streets, and that's all he knew. He definitely wasn't in the streets though. So now his little brothers done grew up, and that's what's kind of who giving him the game about the truck driving. And I heard he was doing good. But it was crazy, y'all, man. Like, as soon as you think a person doing good, man, like deep down inside, man, like the demons get to fighting you, man. And dudes can't do nothing but go back to the fuckery, man. To kill this story, y'all, AJ ended up dying, y'all. He died like 2 years ago, man. Maybe 3 years ago now, 2-3 years ago. They said bro supposed to have been, you know what I mean? The story I got, which I don't know that's accurate, you know what I mean? But the story I got was that bro robbed a store out the beach and they found out it was him. Then they came to his residence. When they came to his residence, I guess he didn't feel like going back to prison no more, man. Because I told you that bid was hard. The bid is always gonna be hard for him. So with that bid being hard, man, they said that man came out. He came out banging at the police, man. The police killed him, man. I couldn't believe when I saw that shit on the news, y'all. As mad as I was about that man, I couldn't believe that I saw that he went out like that, man. You know what I mean? Now I say I don't still know the real truth. That's what the word I got from a good word. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, after all that bullshit he done, man, you know what I mean? Like I still didn't like that bro had to go out like that, man. That shit was crazy, man. So that's the end of the story, y'all, man. Like I want to know, and you know what I mean? If y'all leave comments, yo, I want y'all to let me know, was that grimy? Like, how did that shit play out? I want to know how y'all feel about this whole story, man. But like, that shit crazy, man. Bro went out crazy, man. That man ain't on this earth no more, man. That shit crazy, man. Even though he did that crazy shit, man. R.I.P. to AJ, man. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, man, the moral of the story is this, man. Goddamn, when you come home, dudes that just getting out of prison, man, I know shit hard. You fighting demons. Bro had the whole shit look like he was doing good, and he still end up fucking up. You got to be able to fight those demons, man. You got to be able to realize that no matter how bad you're doing, if you homeless, if you ain't got no house, if you ain't got no money like that, no car, you work for a stupid ass job, anything, man. Any of those situations is better than going in prison, man. And that's what you got to keep in your mind. You got to fight them goddamn demons, y'all, and stay y'all ass out the way. That's it, man. Because just like that, it can be over with, man. Dudes come home from prison and rumble in their brains with that shit, man. But you got to be able to fight them demons because whatever you're doing out here, however bad it is, it's going to be better than doing bad in there. So just make the right choice, y'all. Stay y'all ass out the way, man. Like, share, and subscribe this video, y'all. I'm coming. Let's do it, man. Hit the subscribe. Hit it. Hit the damn subscribe button. Y'all need y'all. Let's keep moving up, man. Staying out the way. Trailers, do it.